Hey, what's up everyone and welcome to another very exciting video. I'm Gamer Mars and today we're talking about what it's like to have owned the Xbox Series S for 1 year. Let's just get the nitty gritty out of the way. Do I regret getting the Xbox Series S over the X? The answer to that question is kind of not really-ish. Because you see, this bad boy has become my main console for this generation. And it is 100% because of Game Pass. I have played all the offerings on the PS Plus collection because, you know, I owned a PlayStation 4 and I played all the games that came out. Game Pass is offering me new games on day of release. That is nothing short of amazing. I also own a Nintendo Switch and I've barely touched that thing since I got the Xbox. I've only been playing the other consoles if there have been exclusives on them. And there haven't been that many PlayStation 5 exclusives that I personally have wanted to play. So everything else I'm playing on the Xbox. Now, not to get too deep into it, but the Xbox has become my local multiplayer console of choice. That's normally been the Nintendo Switch's job. Because you see, as adults, we can't just drink drive Mario Kart all the time. We need to get some nitty gritty adult games. Now, I touched on it before, Game Pass is the best thing of this generation. Now, for me, it is 100% the reason you get an Xbox right now. As I said before, new games on day of release. We're going to get Halo, Forza, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas the remaster. I don't care if they're just giving us one Grand Theft Auto on day of release. That is the best one. And Game Pass has just let me try out so many games that I wouldn't have spent money on that I've actually enjoyed. But the eventual issue that you have with an Xbox Series S is the lack of space. Roughly, it's got a little over 300 gigs on it, and that's not really good this generation. That's good for a handful of games. So getting yourself the 1TB expansion is a necessity when it comes to the Xbox Series S. It's just a matter of time until you need one. Now, personally, I've been able to manage the games on this device very well. It wasn't until the 11-month mark where I needed to purchase that expansion card. And you know what? Eventually a terabyte's not going to be enough. So it's a good thing that Seagate's coming out with a 2TB expansion card. And if that doesn't work, I'm just going to have to upgrade to the Xbox Series X in order to get me another terabyte. So the other thing about owning an Xbox this generation is Project xCloud. It's finally launched in Australia. It's finally available on Apple devices. And I hate to say it, but the Australian internet isn't really that good for streaming video games. I've tried it. I play for about 10 minutes and it's good for about 10 minutes, but after that, the connection isn't good enough. So that's not a feature that I've been using heavily. If anyone in Australia has had a better experience than me, please let me know your exact location so that I can go to this spot to experience Project xCloud. Or just let me know what internet provider you're using. Or just for love of God, let me know what internet plan you have. So I did a speed test and this is what my connection is like. I ain't no expert on these types of things, but let me know if that should be working better than what it is. And whilst you can get 5G in Australia, it's not available all over the place. Sometimes I have it in my place, sometimes I don't. It's very in and out. So I guess the reason cloud gaming doesn't work that well is because Australian internet is not that great. But I can't blame Microsoft for that one. Overall, I'm loving what Xbox is doing this generation. If there were any Xbox Series X's in stock, I would actually sell my Series S to upgrade because it's only a matter of time before I get one anyway. You see, when I bought the Series S, I just wanted a foot in the door. I wanted to see what Microsoft was doing. And my God, I'm impressed. And because I'm so impressed, the Series X is an eventuality. I'd honestly buy one secondhand if all the ones going secondhand weren't owned by a bunch of scalpers selling it for more than its retail price. Anyways, are you guys enjoying the Xbox Series consoles of this generation? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, that's it from me. See ya.